Oh.
Grab your joysticks and shoot your one-eyed freaker, because this is the third wheel arcade. They're freakers, right? In Days Gone?
Yeah, I don't know if they have only one eye, though.
Some of them have to, right? Because they're zombies and stuff.
I would assume so. Yeah. Sure.
This is Third Wheel Arcade. We're here. It's Thursday night. We hope you're in the chat. We hope you're having fun. And with me, as always, is Dan Rodriguez. But back with the show after an extended absence, we have Butcher Van with his muted mic.
Yep. It's not muted. I'm just really, really quiet.
Yeah.
It's a great way to start the show. I'm just quiet.
Super no, but I have a question first of all.
Yeah.
Why do they call them freakers? Because that is like the worst name to name a zombie. I'm sorry, but I don't understand why they call it a freaker.
Because the freaks come out at night, man.
But it's
like literally they say that in the game.
I know, but still, it's like I don't know. I just have a problem with that name. That's all.
All right, we'll get to Days Gone soon, and please hold your questions for when we ask Dan what he's been playing. So how have you been, Van? It's been a bit.
Pretty good. Just been trying to live life and stay out of the hospital. You know, that's always a good thing.
Yeah,
that's what we all do.
Yeah, you know, when you wake up out of bed, just look up at the sky and say, "Thank you, another day."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how I've been looking at it lately.
Oh.
That's a good way to look at it, because a lot of people look at it a lot worse than that.
Every day is a blessing.
Every day is a blessing. So I guess I'm going to go first as far as talking about what we've been playing, because it's not going to be interesting for anybody, and I'm going to get it over with. And it's not going to be a surprise to anybody. Dan, literally, he hasn't asked me what I've been playing, but in the Google Doc, he said, "What are we playing?" Dan, blah, blah, blah. Alden, probably Hollow Knight. All I've been playing is Hollow Knight. I haven't had a lot of time, and I haven't wanted to pry myself away from Hollow Knight. I can't say enough good things about that game. If you like 2D platforming at all, I think maybe at some point I'm going to do a playthrough of it and stream it and kind of talk about the lore and what's going on in the game, because you don't realize what's going on as you're playing. It's more of like as you put things together kind of situation. But damn it, that's a good game. Right. It's like it's probably not top 5 for me, but it's close. It's definitely top 10 of all time for me, which I didn't expect going in. And I'm going to play it through until I get the platinum, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do, because there's not a whole lot coming out. And we talked about it last week with Ains, with the Ains Cider, who was featured on, what was it? The Borderlands 3 stuff. He was featured on Twitter's Borderlands 3 moments.
The moments.
Because
I had to look for it, because like if you look through it like on your phone, it looked like I couldn't figure out what the hell was the picture. That there was a picture, and it just looked like some weird paneling. So I had to click on it, and then it didn't get much better. So I have no idea. I read what he said, though. Twitter moments. Ainsider. That's the benefits.
Hashtag Ainsider.
Hashtag Ainsider. He's going to Xbox Fanfest because he's such an insider. Ainsider. Yep. There's a lot of people who don't get to go because they're not Ainsiders, and it's
sad.
It's sad, I guess, but you hear about it a lot. So we'll talk more about that, I think, in a little bit. So Hollow Knight's really good. You should play it. I'm going to get the platinum. I don't know what I'm going to play after Hollow Knight, because there's not a whole lot coming out that I'm excited for until Borderlands 3. But
I've never played Hollow Knight.
Do you like 2D platformer, like combat-based kind of games?
Not really. I mean, I've played some 2D platformer type games, but they're not really my bag, I guess.
Right. I think if you're drawn to that kind of game, it's perfect for anybody who's drawn to that sort of game. Some of my favorite games are 2D platformers, but this is my favorite Metroidvania 2D platformer game. But I do think it has to be kind of your style for you to get into it.
Yeah.
But going forward, I think I'm going to spend the next few months playing through some older games that I want to re-experience. Partially because I want to be able to say, well, this is one of my favorite games, and not be bullshitting because I haven't played it since it came out. I'd like to replay God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn and Nier Automata. So I figure why not now instead of waiting a year when all of these games start coming out for real. So because who knows when next year we're going to get The Last of Us 2 and maybe Cyberpunk and all of these huge games, and then we have new console cycles starting. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to go back and replay all these older classics. I haven't replayed Last of Us since it came out. I'd like to replay it. But otherwise, I'm playing Hollow Knight. That's boring. Anyway, Van, what have you been playing?
Let's see. Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh,
That game is awesome. I was a little skeptical at first when I was gonna wait for a sale and probably buy it, like in a year or two when all the DLCs lumped in on it.
Right.
But I changed my mind and I was like, I'll just buy it. So, I might as well go big. So I went and bought the gold edition or whatever it was.
Okay.
So I went from wanting to buy it on sale to buying it the best version they had
For like $90 or
yeah, it was like
$120.
$100. Yeah, it was like $100.
That makes sense.
And the game, it's so awesome. The story is pretty good, and the finishing moves and everything is just so good, man. It's pretty fun, and I don't know. I'm having a good kick out of it so far. And not only that, but I think Sonya Blade is a badass. Just saying.
Which is she the one that's voiced by Ronda Rousey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say the voice acting was that great. I just said the character's good.
I really like Ronda Rousey. I liked her as an MMA fighter. I liked her in the WWE even. Even when she had to talk on the microphone in WWE, she was serviceable. But I've
Did you
seen
just call Ronda Rousey serviceable?
Yeah.
She was a serviceable person.
She was serviceable on the microphone. I didn't expect her to be so awful in the voice actor's booth. I've seen some clips. I haven't played Mortal Kombat, so don't, maybe most of it's good, but I've seen a few clips here and there that are really, really, really awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's pretty bad, but I mean, a lot of the game's actually pretty fun. And the story is kind of far-fetched and crazy, but that's how Mortal Kombat is. It's just crazy, But I'm having a good kick out of it. I haven't played a whole lot, probably maybe like 2-3 hours into the story. But the amount that I did play, it's pretty awesome. And then another game I've been playing is World War Z.
Please tell me about that.
That game's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. It's only $40.
So what's kind of the premise of World War Z?
Basically, it's like 4-player co-op, and you just get a group of your friends or randoms if you want, and you can go around and there's you just have to survive the level basically. So you try to go through the level and do the missions of whatever it is that you have to get through. Like different missions will have different achievement, like things you have to complete, like progressive.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have to kill the zombies in the meantime. But there's like big zombies, and then there's like gas zombies and a bunch of other things that they're doing that makes it really cool. And then there's a lot of the hordes are really fun. Like when you get you just get waves and waves of it, just zombies running at you, and then it feels so good just to just blow them away. Or you can throw a grenade on them, and I don't know.
Now, have you played Days Gone at all? I know we'll get to that more, but
yeah.
How does the hordes compare in World War Z as they do in Days Gone?
It's a lot easier to kill the mass zombies in World War Z than it is in Days Gone. It's totally easier. Like you can actually shoot and aim and not have a problem aiming. And I don't know. In Days Gone, I had a problem with my aiming. I'm either handicapped or something's wrong with the shooting. That and the inventory management kind of sucks, but
it's terrible.
The game is really good, but I like how you can kill the enemies a lot quicker and it's a lot easier. You still have hard points in the game where you'll need a person to help you get up because you'll get rushed by a bunch of zombies. But it's It's pretty satisfying. I
Okay.
highly recommend the game.
How does it compare to Left 4 Dead? Because I loved Left 4 Dead, and a lot of people have said that this game was going to be kind of the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead.
Honestly, to tell you the truth, I haven't played Left 4 Dead.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. Yep. So I can't really tell you on that one.
Wow.
You know, I asked a few questions before the show just so I could kind of know what you guys have been playing and like what questions I should ask you. I definitely didn't think I was going to have to ask you if you've played Left 4 Dead. I feel like everyone in the world had played that game, and I didn't realize anyone hadn't, let alone you, a huge gamer.
Nope. No Left 4 Dead in my wheelhouse there.
I haven't played a ton of it, but I've played enough of it for sure.
Enough of Left 4 Dead or World War Z?
Left 4 Dead.
You haven't played any World War Z, have you?
I have not played it.
Right.
Oh, dude, we totally need to play it. You'll have a kick out of it.
Yeah, I need to definitely.
They've got a lot of weapons and characters you can unlock. You can upgrade your weapons and all sorts of other cool stuff. It's fun.
I need to finish Days Gone, and I'm hoping that's this week at this point.
Speaking of, Dan, what have you been playing? Days Gone? Cool.
Basically it, yeah.
How is it?
I like it. It's here's the problem. When you put out constant barrages of exclusive first party amazingness like Sony does, and then you get something like this dropped at you, it's not bad. It's actually a really, really good game. It looks gorgeous. The story right now where I'm at is probably it's done, I think, but it drags on a little bit. Like Van said, the inventory management is kind of a mess. It reminds me of The Last of Us, but far more complicated and worse. So it's got that wheel where you can go over and then craft, and so it's just it's very finicky. It's a problem with it. Like you go to equip something, and you have to be right on it, or it'll like jump to the next thing. Like I don't know how many times I've thrown a pipe bomb when I meant to actually throw a Molotov. So that's what drives me crazy. Just switching in between weapons and stuff is super easy because you can just use it for that. But like if you're going to do that kind of stuff, or even healing yourself, like it's really kind of counterintuitive. You've got your basic healing through bandages. Then you've got med kits. And the way it prioritizes stuff is not the way I would prioritize stuff. So, but you don't really get a choice. Like you can quick heal. It automatically takes a med kit. But you only get 3 of those. You get 5 bandages that you can craft as many as you want. And there's plenty of stuff to grab to craft your stuff. So it doesn't feel like it feels like you're in Apocalypse, and there's definitely times where you're like, God damn, this is a little bit of a struggle, but it still helps you out enough to where you're never going to really run out of too much stuff. Maybe ammo every once in a while. But I have been playing it stealth, as much as I can. I basically use the crossbow and sneak around and stab people. And that mechanic really works really well.
But when you get to hordes and stuff, you can't play that stealth, right?
No. You basically...
they're so aggressive, it's ridiculous.
They're so crazy. So I did a mission. This is just a kind of a side mission, so not too much of a spoiler, but you go to track down a guy, and this is another one of the issues I have with it, is that some of the side missions can be a little bit repetitive because they're similar, but they do change it up enough to where it's a little bit different. Like you've got bounties, so I'll go after one guy. Well, he might be in this camp, and some kind of unique situation. Well, last night I did one where I go to this logging camp and I'm hunting this guy down. It doesn't give you a whole lot of direction. It gives you kind of a big area to search for. And, the lady comes over, like, just be careful because, there's a giant fucking horde in this mining camp or whatever. And you got to find this guy. Well, I didn't even know where to start. So I'm running around this thing, and right in the middle is probably, 200 zombies. So I don't know what to do. So I start slamming stuff and trying to get their attention. And then I realized, there's a little outpost you can make a bunch of noise on and turn some speakers on and draw them all the way to that point. So I do that thinking that maybe this guy is in the middle of this horde and dead, and so I can get his bounty. He's not there. In fact, I just drew them to where I needed to go.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, that sucked. So I was like, how the hell do I turn this off? because the way it auto saved, so I had to go back a couple saves and redo it. But yeah, those hordes, they will just murder you fast. There's nothing you can do. I mean, I'm running around with like, you get like these little boxes that can distract people. Like they've got a, make a little radio or something. So I'm just like throwing them out. Like I got 6 radios. I'm just throwing them out. They just stop. And, that doesn't work. It works for most of them, but then there's still like a bunch of stragglers that will continue to follow you. And then I just have to melee them or they'll find me again because, I make too much damn noise. But overall, I think this game's kind of getting shit on a little bit for some of the stuff I said, but also the glitches. I haven't had a whole lot of glitches. I had a couple little ones. I haven't had anything crash. Or
I've had a couple hard crashes.
I haven't had anything like that yet, which is, and the amount that I think have been out there, I think this is another one of those games where I don't know if the people that reviewed them played through the entire game or if they just got so bored that they said, yeah, this has probably run its course. Let's just review on what it is. And so that's not really fair, I don't think. So I'm doing the review for Season Gaming. I want to finish it because kind of the Ains policy, which is a fantastic policy. You want to play through the whole game. You want to get, the whole experience, and that's how it should be. So right now, though, man, it's kind of a struggle because it's kind of a struggle because a lot of the stuff is starting to get repetitive. The story moves very, very slowly, and stuff doesn't happen as fast as maybe you want it. But if you take it and you look at, say, like Red Dead Redemption 2, way too much, in my opinion. It's so much. It was a great game, and everything about it was good.
Right.
But god damn, there was a lot of shit. These random encounters, which they have the same thing in Days Gone, they're not as there's not a big a variety of them as Red Dead, because those were just crazy. The amount of shit you could do. You may never see like the same one twice. These are a little bit more, they repeat themselves a few times. But it's the right size, like the map size is good. The amount of content is probably a little bit too much, but it's nothing like where you're gonna sit there and get, ridiculously bored and you're just like, oh my god. Or you don't have to ride, you can ride your bike from place to place. Fast travel is way better, I think, in this one, which was one of my big gripes against Red Dead because it just pissed me off.
Fast travel was not good in Red Dead.
Happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, with fast travel here, it's all dependent on your gas tank and like how much gas you have and stuff like that. So, but you can refill and you get enough credit at these camps to jump back and forth between them. And there's enough gas around that you'll be able to find stuff. You might have to search a little bit. So I like that aspect of it. I like that it's a little bit more self-contained than Red Dead. Story probably not as good, but if you take it for what it is, it's actually a really good game. And they've done a Ben Studio, and they put up an update like almost every day.
Did you get the infamous bike glitch?
The one
I love that one.
Yeah, me too. I did not get that one. I really kind of wanted that one. I had the crow in the bathroom glitch that just kept flying into the.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know if anybody has. That was like I just kind of rolled up on a toilet somewhere, and this bird is just flying into the toilet wall, and not going anywhere. I'm like, well, this is fantastic. And you see a little bit of that here and there. I had a couple of enemies pop in and pop out, which kind of confused the shit out of me. And but it's cool because you can play it in different ways. You can go all out stealth for the most part until you get to the hordes, or you can just run and gun if you want to. And the skills, kind of lend themselves to that too. So I think they did a really good job with it. I think some of the, Metacritic's at 72, I think that might be.
I don't even think it's at 72.
Oh, isn't it? It's a little bit low for me, but I would say, I mean, it's definitely a $60 game. I'll say that. I think there's enough content there to justify getting it, and it's sold 2 million copies over in the UK, I think, in the first, and it's going to just do that.
Yeah, it's at 71.
71. Okay. Yeah. I'd say it's maybe an 8.
You've played more than me, but as much as I've played of it right now, I wouldn't call it a $60 game, but that's just because you have more time in it, so you've got a little bit more invested into it.
I probably get over 100 hours in it.
Yeah.
So, what?
I don't know. I don't know how to check that. I want to check it, but I know that's all I've been playing for the last week, so I'm assuming it's pretty high. And that's usually how I value games. I mean, apart from playing decently and stuff. If I can put that much hour, but then again, I played 300 hours of Metal Gear Solid 5, and that game can suck my dick. So, I fucking hate that game. I think that's another issue. I think maybe with this one too. Why I've got so many hours is I stealth everything, so it takes a little bit longer. Than just going into a camp. I try to do everything quietly, and so I think that's
you're scared of things.
That's mostly it. Have you
seen
sharded twice now?
Have you seen that picture floating around with her bending over, and then Deacon's like looking at her butt?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like everybody was getting triggered that like he was staring at her ass or some shit.
Oh, I saw that because PlayStation Bra tweeted about it. He said
that was like a cutscene.
Yeah.
He said people are complaining that they're censoring butts out of Devil May Cry 5, but now people are complaining that he's looking at her butt in this game. Like I'm so tired of Twitter and the internet in general.
Totally objectifying her, and I love it.
People are getting so triggered over something that's like really ridiculous. Yeah.
Right. Well, like literally, he
was just looking at zombies. Why? Of course, he's gonna look at her ass.
Right. When they get married, she says something, like the biker thing, where that's, just promise me to ride me as hard as you ride your bike or something. Dumb. Yeah, I mean, but that's part of the biker culture. Apparently, I don't know. I'm not a biker.
Is it?
So yeah, apparently that's part of the biker culture. So
okay,
people got mad about that too. It's just words, people. Just shut the fuck up. Stop being a big old fucking pussy. Enjoy the game for what it is, and just goddamn it, stop being pussies. This whole fucking world is becoming a big bunch of pussies. Fucking
such an old man.
Oh, I am an old man.
Speaking of, people are very upset about Xbox FanFest.
Yeah, another bunch of fucking pussies.
We know a few people that have gotten in.
Yeah, one of our third wheels.
Ains himself, the Ainsider.
Yep.
We'll be going with fellow Seasoned Gaming and Dan's friend, Bert. What's Bert's last name? I don't even know. It's just Bert.
Signs.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Bert what?
Ernie.
Bert Ernie.
Bert. Yeah, Bert actually got in, and Ains is his +1.
Mm-hmm. So that's what they said.
Lucky SOBs, I tell you.
Ains just called them up. He's like, just give it to Bert, and then I'll just jump in with him because I need to drop this fucking show.
Yeah,
it's getting bad. That's what
he's like. I got to make it look like I'm a +1. I'm not an automatic.
Right.
My pills are still there.
Yeah. He called up Phil and canceled his automatic invite, and so he could get a +1.
Oh, that's what it was. Fucking Insider.
Damn. Oh, holy shit! Our chat's been going, and it hasn't updated on my end.
Mine just updated too.
It didn't say anything for me since I said hot like sexy or hot like loud, and there's been so much chat since then. It just all updated as I looked at it. All right.
Dan, hide the pills.
Where's my wife's pills?
That's what they said.
This is fucking vitamin D. We got cinnamon here. This is this hydrocodone. That's this is for estrogen, and then also this is a sleeping pill for more vitamin
Taking
D.
Estrogen pills?
You see how big my tits are? Jesus Christ! I'm just saying.
Just promise me to ride me like you ride that bike.
So FanFest.
FanFest is coming. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of people complaining on Twitter about not getting into FanFest.
Yes.
I can't recall a time where people felt so entitled to go to a random what is it? Random drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't sit here every day and go, damn it, I didn't win the lottery. Obviously, I'm the biggest lottery fan. I should have gotten into the lottery.
Yeah, it's time to take off Twitter. I got to deal with some issues.
You know, one of the more frustrating things for me, too, is like when, for example, Xbox Addict passed away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the fan fest I really wanted to go to the most, because it was kind of like remembering him.
Right.
and I wanted to go that year. I didn't get in that year, but I didn't complain. I didn't get in this year, but I'm a little bummed out. But I'm not going to go over and start begging the bosses to see if I can get in.
Well,
Right.
the problem is they do it on the fly, and that's what pisses me off. It's not like they're like, oh, please, Money Rumble, let me fucking get into the fucking Fanfest. No, that's not what they do. All right, they're just like, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to do it. Now I've got other issues. I've got really bad anxiety. Listen, we all have fucking anxiety. We all have issues. All right, if this is what you're fucking worried about, and this is what is running your life, and the fact that you can't fucking just get off your goddamn ass and just be happy for the people that haven't got in before, truly happy, not just saying, oh yeah, I'm so happy for you. Bullshit, you're not. You're going to be sitting there outside watching all these guys get free headphones and cool swag bags, and you're going to be like, oh, I miss them so much. But you can see them in 10 minutes when they come out and have a fucking goddamn In-N-Out burger with you. Just shut up. All right? Let people enjoy what they do and just stop fucking bitching about it, man. I hate people who feel that entitled, that like because they're a regular. Bullshit. Everybody loves their fucking games, right? Everybody loves Xbox. Everybody loves PlayStation. Everybody loves whatever. Maybe not Switch so much, but there's people out there that do. and that's fine. Just don't think that you, because you've been there 4 out of fucking 6 years or whatever the fuck it is, that you have to be there, right? That because some of the OG guys that aren't there, it's going to be so much different. No, it's not, because you know what? These new guys are going to fucking make new friends. And they don't even need to think about you for 1 fucking second when they're fucking rubbing up against Phil Spencer's dick. That's what's going to happen. I don't care what you tell me. All right? They're going to be like, hey, oh, man, I really wish this dude could have got in. It's not the same without him. No, it's not. Check out my fucking $100 fucking headset that they gave me for free and this other shit. Woo! Also, take a picture with me, man. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Do you think they're gonna give 2 shits about the regulars not being there? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the regulars except for the regulars. All right, that's all I gotta say.
There should be no regulars in a randomized drawing.
That's exactly right.
That's the weirdest thing to me.
Right.
But that's the thing, is you're always going to have those. Everybody knows that in Xbox FanFest or FanFest in general, there's certain people that get in every year, and they're just like, it's just a given. They're guaranteed that spot. So, and I don't know if there's a way to get away from that or what, or even about maybe dropping the +1 system, like, and so that way people aren't trying to sell their +1 or.
That's true.
That's fair.
I have hated seeing that too. On the flip side of it, I've watched people on there recently who got a +1 or who got invited, and now they're trying to get other people to either buy their +1 or convince them why they should be the +1. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. If you're not going to use it, just give it to somebody else and give it back to Xbox and let them give it away.
Right. I'm with you, man. Hey, listen, I'm going to watch it on my fucking big old 70-inch fucking QLED TV. That's what I'm going to fucking do. I'm going to eat my fucking cashews and drink my fucking Coke, and I don't give 2 shits. The only thing I'm going to be missing out on is the free swag. That's literally, I don't know why that's so important to me. I think that'd be sweet as fucking hell. Like last year, man, when Addict had that controller option, that would have been cool to have in the collection. But I don't know if they'll do that again, or if they'll do something similar to it where it goes to a charity. So all this stuff, there's so much good about this stuff. I just can't stand people whining and bitching like they are owed a ticket or something to it. It just drives me fucking nuts, man. It drives me nuts. I hate it. You know what? It's like the people that fucking get on those goddamn, let's talk about this for a minute, the contest threads, all right?
Okay,
let's do it. Asshole. If you come at me and you say, okay, well, gosh, I really wish I could win this. I buy it myself, but my kid has no arms and no legs, and he also is like 18 months pre-diabetic. I don't even know. Like, I'm going to feel sorry for you and you because of that. I'm sorry about your kid. I truly am. That sucks. You know what? I've got a son or a nephew. He's got autism. You know what my brother would never do? Use him to fucking do other shit. All right? That shit is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right? If you're over here and telling me you got fucking, anxiety and mental issues, and you're trying to use that on the sly to fucking get into a fucking fan fest. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, I'm having
disgusting to me.
Having a real tough time right now, and it'd be great to get into FanFest. And I saw that not from one person, not from two people. I saw that from a dozen people.
Right.
Life is real rough right now. It'd be really great to go to Xbox FanFest. Life is real rough for me too. I don't even get to go out to California to go to E3.
Right. Van's over here,
life is real rough over here. I'm living in hospital beds and winning contests that I don't get any of the shit for.
You know what? You should have told him about your three-legged son.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm just tired of
I'm done winning contests. I'll do my giveaways. I don't want to win anymore because I don't get the shit anyways.
Right. Yeah, like fucking Ains said. I'm leaving Twitter. I gotta take a break from it.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a break and
I'm gonna
take a break and let me win another contest just so I don't receive any of this shit.
Fuck you, Twitter. Fuck you.
Yeah, I agree. I need to unfollow a lot of people or mute a lot of people or something because there are people that I want to interact with more and I end up not interacting with them because I get on Twitter and I see a bunch of things that bother me and then I just get off Twitter. So there's probably plenty of people who think I don't give a shit about what they're doing, and that's not true. I just don't see it because I get real mad and throw my phone onto the bed because I don't feel like dealing with people whining about their lives. And everyone has a tough time. It's okay to say, I'm having a real tough time right now.
Yeah.
But it's another thing when you're doing it for the obvious express purpose of getting something or just because you want to get attention. Because there are those people too who are out there trying to validate themselves by saying, I'm feeling real bad right now, just so they can see people go, don't feel bad. You're great. I love you. You're awesome.
Yeah, and they do it all the time. That's another thing. That's a whole nother story though, too. So,
yeah.
I mean, listen, I understand. And it sucks when you've got actual issues.
Yeah.
You've got mental illness and people really, really have it. Twitter is not the place to go on and look for any kind of sympathy or affirmation. There are people that professionally handle this stuff, and that's where you should be going. And if a ticket to a fan fest will solve all your problems, then you're not sick. All right.
That's true.
That's it.
It's a really good point.
So just stop. Please stop and let the people enjoy what they're going to enjoy. I'm super excited for Ains and Bert that they're able to go. That's going to be fucking awesome. And I get to, we get to listen to them talk about it. And we're friends with them. And that's the point, right? You want to, I think it'd be cool to go. I mean, it's never going to kill me.
You know what?
I just want to get to actual California one time.
I have the greatest idea.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so here's what we all need to do. No, I hope.
Okay.
Yeah, this is about FanFest. How we're all going to go to FanFest with Ains and Bert. Okay.
Okay.
So let's all get pictures, photos of our faces, and send them to Ains.
Okay.
And then,
yes,
while he's there, he can hold up our photos.
Look, yes, that's
our heads. He
like
can hold up our heads.
The big head? Yeah.
He can hold up our heads in the photos, and we'll all be there in person.
Oh, yeah. We just need like somebody to make a nice. Diego needs to get on this. We just
Diego.
Nice Photoshop, big old collage, and we can have it up there with third wheel arcade in the background.
Heck yeah, we're all there.
We'll all be
there. Happen.
Yeah, oh gosh.
I'm down. Let's do that. Let's get all pop out heads, and we'll put them on sticks and stuff, and we can all our heads will be flopping all over.
I'm fucking excited now. I'm going
all,
to this, baby.
All I want is heads flopping all over. I like this whole dynamic. What's nice about this, and I never realized it until now, is if I'm ever having a down evening where I'm I'm not going to be able to talk much tonight, feeling gross. I'm not sure how I'm going to hold up a podcast. All you need to do is say one thing that makes Dan upset, and then he takes the show. It's the Dan cast, and I like it.
It gets me pissed off, man.
And then you get pissed off. You get pissed off about other things while you're yelling about that thing.
It's a fucking train of pissed offness. I think I just spit out a cashew.
Speaking of, who stole your cashews, Dan? That was supposed to be solved on this episode.
Yeah. So I come home one night, and I'm looking for my cashews, and they're not there. I don't know who took them. But that was actually, because the night before, I didn't actually look for them, because I was I'm really not in the mood for cashews. So why would I look for said cashews? All right. So I get up there, I'm like, man, I need a cashew. I look down, it's gone. My whole can is gone. It was probably 3/4 full. It's a big can. It's like $8. I don't know, Walgreens, Walmart, I don't know what it was. They were lightly salted, but fancy and whole.
Do you like your nuts salted?
I do. I mean, I'm not sure who doesn't. So most people like my nuts salted.
I do.
Yeah, right. So I look around. I'm asking everybody. I'm like, hey, did you take my damn cashews? No, I have no idea where your cashews are. What about you? No, I didn't take them. That's the kids. No idea. I find one single cashew in the bathroom trash can, just one, just sitting there by itself. I'm like, motherfucker. So I'm digging through bathroom trash looking for a can that, it's somewhere. Either that or whoever took them hit them really, really well. I went downstairs, looked in my son's room. I was looking all over the place for these fucking cashews. Still haven't found them. They're gone. So I had to just, suck it up and go buy another can. And they were more expensive this time, which pisses me off. I had to buy 2 cans. So I got these little fancy whole cat. I have 2 of these.
Okay.
$12 total.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I paid $8 for the bigger can. Ounces wise, I was getting a much better deal. Anyway, still haven't found them. But when I do, that can's going up somebody's ass. That's what's going to be happening. Like, I don't even know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to happen. And he's me shitting fucking whole cashews for a fucking week.
Well, no one's going to admit to it.
No, nobody ever fucking admits to it. Here's another thing. I buy fucking Pop-Tarts sometimes. Like the other day, I bought fucking 3 boxes. I like unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. Well, apparently everybody else fucking does too, because they were gone in a day. I bought, those Hawaiian rolls. You know what I'm talking about?
Man.
Yeah,
Hawaiian
good,
rolls?
right? I bought 2 packages of them. We had like some little ham
I'll
sandwiches.
eat a whole package by myself.
Somebody did in my house. I'm not even sure how that's fucking possible. Like the amount of fucking gluten that had to be injected into your fucking blood.
And this is a gluten-free episode.
Sorry. That's what I'm saying. Why the
That's what I'm saying.
how you would have diabetes after eating? They're like sweet Italian or sweet Hawaiian rolls. They're delicious. And then so I was
Maybe
like,
that's my health problem is I eat
so
too many
like,
of those, like a whole
I
bag.
literally called my son. I was like, "Did you eat all the fucking goddamn Hawaiian rolls? Where the fucking And he never or I texted him, and he's like, I never heard from him. Well, he comes walking in from work, and he's like, "Yeah, here's a thing of Hawaiian rolls." I'm like, "You motherfucker, you motherfucker! I know who this is." What happens?
I miss gluten.
I know it.
I miss Pop-Tarts. If I had to name the things that I miss, I'm pretty good about not eating or not wishing that I had things. Pop-Tarts are like second on the list.
I love
Really?
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
I think mine would be Hot Pockets and Oreos.
Oh yeah.
I love Hot Pockets and Oreos.
Chocolate Pop-Tarts were my favorite, like, go-to. Like, I want a snack. I'm going to have some chocolate Pop-Tarts.
That's rough. Do you eat them cold?
No, I ate them hot.
The
Really?
s'mores
Nice
Pop-Tarts.
and gooey. Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm fucking hungry again. I just had Chinese and cashews.
You know what Chinese? How come they don't do like a half and half Pop-Tart that has like half blueberry, half strawberry?
I think
idea.
they're doing something like that now.
Why don't you just take 2 whole Pop-Tarts and then smash them together?
Because they crumble.
Well, that's just eat it like a sandwich. Put some peanut butter between the 2 fucking things and just go to fucking town. Like, just, yeah. You're fucking
Did you just motorboat your Pop-Tart?
Wouldn't be the first time. My blood pressure is through the roof. Is my head red? A little bit.
A little bit. We got to talk about Borderlands 3 at least a little bit, because every week for the last month we've done a show and not gotten to any of the news that we planned on getting to. Borderlands 3. Did you guys see any of it?
Yes, I saw the trailer,
and
then I also saw the Twitter interaction between I can't remember the guy's name, Alex. Maybe let's just say his name's Alex, or
talking about Randy.
No, the guy who was talking, Andy. That's his name. It was Andy.
Oh, Andy.
Game Informer
from Toy Story.
And Randy Pitchford.
Yeah.
Randy Pitchford.
Randy.
Oh, yeah. Andy and Randy. Randy Pitchford, the wonderful man that he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's weird to me is I watched most of the gameplay reveal, and it was like 2 hours long.
Oh.
They played a lot of Borderlands 3, and it looks really damn good.
Yeah, it does.
But the entire time, Randy Pitchford is out there. So no matter what was happening,
magic tricks?
He didn't do any magic tricks, which is a plus. But I know how much he loves them, and that's part of the problem. Is I was thinking, like, I would see the game and I'm like, damn, that's a good looking game. Ooh, I really like this part of the level. Damn, Randy Pitchford's a creep. Like, it never left your thought process. And it's hard to separate the two I think there's a lot of people that aren't going to play Borderlands 3. At least there's plenty of people who otherwise would enjoy Borderlands 3, but aren't going to play it because of him. And they're just throwing him out there like, go, Randy, go, Randy, go. And he's good and he loves his game and he's good at talking it up, but he's also really bad at talking it up because he says things like there will be no bullshit microtransactions. And then immediately afterwards, Game Informer's like, well, yeah, they are selling DLC and costumes. And he's like, those aren't microtransactions. What?
Randy,
That's first off, I don't have any problem with microtransactions.
is this your card? Yeah.
No. Wait, we got to clarify that. I don't have problem with cosmetic items.
Mm-hmm.
That's my little thing in games is
Agreed.
if it's cosmetic items, then I'm perfectly fine with it. But if it's basically anything else other than pretty much cosmetics, then I just think it's horrible for the game.
Yeah, I think you're right. In a multiplayer game, like
which is a microtransaction.
Right.
Cosmetics are still that.
Right. In a multiplayer game, I find that as an issue. Like when I play MLB The Show and I pay the little like stubs upgrade so that I can upgrade my create a character to play solo, I'm fine with that microtransaction. I think people should be allowed to do that. When you get into the multiplayer side of it, I don't think you should be able to pay to get an edge on somebody else that you're playing with or against. But needless to say, a cosmetic upgrade is still a microtransaction. So to say unequivocally, we aren't doing bullshit microtransactions.
I know. Hold on for a second. I'll argue this. If it's done the way Borderlands 2 is done, though, as far as it's been a while since I played it, so but didn't they just package everything like in a DLC where you can just get, because you couldn't buy like the cosmetics separately necessarily, right?
Yeah, you could. There was a couple you could.
You could at first, and then I think eventually it all kind of lumped in together as part of some bigger package.
Okay. Right, yeah. If they were to go out and just say, hey, this is the DLC, the season pass comes with this. I mean, I really don't consider that necessarily a microtransaction. But yeah, if they sell it and not randomize anything, really, it's still technically a microtransaction, I guess. But yeah, if they were to come out and just say, okay, you can buy this DLC and then also this package of skins, you could technically just say that's not really a microtransaction necessarily. If it's, you could label it as DLC. I don't know. That's kind of a slippery slope.
I think it's still kind of a microtransaction, but either way, Randy Pitchford with his already
shit.
Yeah, with his shaky public opinion already, shaky at best. Everybody knows that Randy Pitchford is a creep with questionable fetish tastes.
Yes.
And I think at that point you shut up and you just let it play out. You don't get yourself involved in a situation that's going to make you and your game look worse, because your game looks amazing, but you are getting in the way of your game at this point.
Yeah.
I think my favorite tweet was when he was like, "Can't believe you guys are fucking me on this." And then the next, like a couple tweets down, I was reading all the tweets, and one of the replies was the guy goes, "So now we're talking about fucking?"
Yeah.
They're like, you started it, Randy.
Yeah, he said, God, I gotta find it. One.
It was like a 17 tweet rebuttal against Game Informer. Calm the fuck down,
right, it's Game
Randy.
Informer. But Nick, one of our third wheels, the best part about the Randy Pitchford meltdown on Twitter yesterday was him thinking misspeaking on microtransactions would be the thing that ruined his reputation.
Yeah.
To be even self-aware. I mean, it's the fucking best, man.
And
it's so true.
He's the least self-aware person I've ever seen in games media, and I've seen some pretty bad ones.
Listen, he makes awesome games. Also, makes questionable decisions about thumb drives in medieval times. So, here's the thing. You misspoke. That's what he did. Don't jump on people like he did. That's the biggest problem. Is he went like ape shit. Like, oh my God, you guys are shitting on me. I can't believe you're doing this, because it's never happened in the history of, people calling devs out on, saying the wrong shit. I think we knew what he meant. I really do. I think we all kind of knew. Yeah, we understand. It's really not. It's cosmetic shit. which is in every other game. And technically, it's a microtransaction, and Game Informer didn't really need to go and point out the fact that, it's technically this. You know what? Technically, you're a fucking dipshit. I really,
right.
I don't. That doesn't matter. You know what he meant. I mean,
But if he had
what he did was fucking ridiculous.
Right. If he had left it there, then
Yeah.
everybody would kind of be going, "All right, Game Informer, calm the fuck down."
You're right. Or
But-
just looks like a weird, like that little baby girl gif that kind of looks at somebody funny, like the what the fuck.
Yeah.
That's all he had to do, and it's like, what? All right, I'm gonna leave that one alone. But no, actually, that probably would have been bad news for him too.
Yeah, in his case, yes, bad move.
Bad move. Yeah, I see where you're going though.
But
yeah, fuck you.
It was his response that ruined, that made everything worse. You just
the 18 tweet thread or whatever he did. God,
yeah,
what a weirdo.
just he is the epitome of one of those guys who goes, I'm not even really mad, and then goes on a huge rant about how he's not mad, and then when people are like, calm down, he's like, I am calm, don't worry, I am calm, I'm not mad about this, but let me tell you, fuck these guys.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean,
that's also another frustrating thing, is like he thinks he's so right on that too, because when I was reading some of those replies, it almost sounded like he thought that cosmetics were not microtransactions, like truthfully, and in all rights they are. So I think 100% he's dead wrong on that aspect.
I do want to point out that PlayStation Brawl said, Dan, you eat unfrosted Pop-Tarts, hashtag monster, or hashtag old man, but I agree, you're a monster.
Yeah. I mean, I eat all Pop-Tarts. I like all Pop-Tarts. But yeah, I don't know why. That's because they didn't used to have frosted back in the day. God damn it! I remember the days when we didn't have frosting on Pop-Tarts.
No, that was the generic Pop-Tarts, all right?
No, they used to be just fucking strawberry, and then they had like then they had brown sugar and cinnamon with frosting.
What about toaster strudels? Do you like toaster strudels? They don't have the frosting on them. You have to actually put the frosting on them.
That's the problem. I don't want to have to fuck with frosting. Inherently, I'm lazy, so I don't want to have to do that extra step. I mean, why isn't the frosting just on there to a toaster strudel? They're delicious, and I'll eat them. But like having to cut open the little fucking baggie and then squirt, you got to try to even them out too, because like if you only get like 3 or 4 packages, and it's like, well, I can use like half of this on this one, and then maybe I'll have another half later. Then you get to like the last one, you only got like a little squirt of, frosting, which looks like something else anyway. So yeah, the whole thing is kind of a mess. I just stick with Pop-Tarts.
But the thing is, I don't think replying to his hashtag old man by saying back in the old times we didn't have frosting
that was terrible.
You didn't really prove your point very well.
Pictured myself.
Speaking of old man yelling at things, segue. Sonic the Hedgehog has a trailer.
It does.
Please tell me you guys watched the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh yeah.
Please
Best
tell
trailer of the year.
Yes. I can't tell how joking you are because I have a confession to make.
Oh God.
All right. I hate the trailer so much. Really? So much. But
you're not alone.
I'm putting someone I love very much on blast right now.
Oh my God.
I said that. I came home and I said, Tanya, did you watch this trailer? It's so fucking terrible. She watched it, she finished it, and she said, did we watch the same trailer? Because I thought that was pretty decent.
I mean, is she a big Sonic fan? Has she played a lot of Sonic?
No.
Okay, well, maybe that's the the difference on there is that maybe you played more Sonic and you have like this different feel for how Sonic should feel and look versus what her expectation is.
Maybe, but my thing is even like he looks bad, but that's not what ruins the trailer for me.
Was it the teeth?
The teeth were bad too, but just even if I closed my eyes, the jokes were bad, the plot was bad. Sonic acts like he's trying to save the world from Transformers and exploding cars.
What about Eggman?
Eggman was bad. Everyone was talking about how Jim Carrey saved that trailer, but he wasn't Robotnik.
No. See, here's the thing, though. That was it Ben Schwartz. It's awesome.
I love Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, I've loved everything he's been in. He was the best fucking character on South Park, and that's not even not even close. John Ralphio was the best. However, right, I was expecting he's going to be handicapped a little bit by the the writing and stuff. But today, so Jeff Fowler, the director, came out and said, thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design. You want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. # Sonic movie. # gotta fix it fast. Gotta fix fast. All right. So maybe, I don't know if it's just the teeth. Well, side note, got a cramp. All right. But I don't know if it's just the teeth, but somebody came out and did an artist rendition of what it could have looked like. And it looked really good. With regular legs, like Sonic legs, super tiny, So,
and no teeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
And bigger eyes.
Yeah, I mean,
they can't possibly fix it now, right?
They said that
it's all CGI.
It's unclear, what the fixes will be and just how deep the redesign will go. But regardless, this is a rather unprecedented move for a studio to change a design that is so far down the road to completion. So it's in November. That's when it drops. But it says the film effects are probably relatively far from being finished. It's still late in the game to overhaul on what seemingly was a pretty locked design. So, I mean, here's the thing, though. They knew about this, people who, cried like bitches when they first showed the poster, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like they didn't know about it. And I love Sonic. And it looked a little bit weird to me, just outside of the design. And Jim Carrey, I don't know about him anymore, man.
He's nuts now.
Yeah, he's fucking batshit crazy anyway. I mean, his best stuff was Ace Ventura and, the old Jim Carrey stuff. Here we go, old man again. I never cared for his stupid ass dramatic roles. Just
I liked him before there were frosted Pop-Tarts.
Right. God damn it. So, God, I'm so old. But now he went back to do all that dramatic shit, you remember the Cable Guy? That was his first turn to starting to do something, still funny, but a little bit more serious. It was a terrible movie. They did go to medieval times in that movie.
They do.
Kind of a backward segue. But here's the thing. I mean, we'll see what it is when it comes out. Hopefully they do some pretty cool design changes. And I don't think that's going to make or break the movie, because if that's what everybody's complaining about, what something looks like, that's just subjective. Okay. So but the movie might just suck ass. So I don't know what's going to happen.
Here's a question.
Yes.
Which is greater? The Blue Sonic movie,
right?
Or the Blue Genie in Aladdin movie?
God, don't even get me started on that, dude.
Which one? Come on, you got to pick one. Which one's better?
Which one's better? I go with Sonic in a second. I wouldn't even think twice. That's not even close. That isn't even a question. All right, because there's another guy I used to like when he was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now I don't like him so much. I just can't stand it. Maybe it's just a blue thing. I don't fucking know.
It must be a blue character thing that you
don't like blue.
Isn't
Also, I hate James Marsden, so this whole movie is gonna fucking suck.
Isn't Avatar supposed to be coming out soon? Or that's a bunch of blue characters.
Well, see, I didn't really like that movie either. So,
oh shit, it's true.
Yeah, it might be it.
You don't like blue?
Yeah, you just don't like blue.
Might be it.
I think you're a little racist against blue.
That might be true.
How do you feel about Smurfs?
I could take him or leave him. I never really thought about him.
But have you guys seen the trailers for Detective Pikachu?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that looks so good, and I didn't think I was going to. In fact, one of my friends in the chat here, Kalam, he forced me to watch that trailer because he said, "Did you watch the trailer?" And I said, "Yeah, I watched a clip of it, and it looks really stupid. So no, thank you." And he was like, "Just sit here and watch it." So I watched it, and the trailer ended, and I was kind of like,
"Is it the sad trailer?"
You got me. No, the first one that they showed.
Okay.
The first reveal trailer. I didn't expect to like it. That movie looks really, really great. I can't wait until it comes out now.
Yeah, and the voice acting for Pikachu was actually a little surprise for me because I didn't think Ryan Reynolds was going to be a good character for that, but it actually seems to work out pretty well. So, I mean, he did a good job with Deadpool as well. So,
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Dan, did you just fall?
No, I just dropped a fucking cashew. Bullshit, man.
This
Let's save that one for later.
This episode's brought to you by cashews.
By Gold Emblem, the CVS brand of fancy whole cashews with sea salt. Yep. They're pretty good.
Dan, have you bought a game during the show this week?
Fuck no. I looked at the sales. They weren't shit. I didn't look at Switch. I didn't look at the Nintendo Switch.
There's not really anything on sale on Switch, unless you want to get Overcooked 1.
No, I already have it.
I don't think there's a whole lot. I'm gonna look right now, actually, because
Tanya says, Dan, what about Nightcrawler and Beast from X-Men?
Okay, so doesn't Tanya really like Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler and Beast are her favorite X-Men.
Yeah, maybe because
but they're both blue.
Yeah. So wait, now we're getting somewhere now. So I'm thinking, Alden.
Oh, you're right.
You know what? You need to come home one day.
With
like blue paint all over your fucking self.
Yeah,
it will be insane.
Dude,
insane.
You're 100% right.
You're welcome. Now we're getting to the bottom of things.
Wow.
We're completely opposite.
He might be broken afterwards, though.
Like a white beard on and like a red cap or whatever the hell Papa Smurf wears. I mean, it's gonna be
Which one's her favorite though? She's got to like one over the other. So is it Beast? It's Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Okay, so she likes the skinny ones.
Yeah.
Kurt.
I gotta lose some weight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
play softball, man.
Yeah, I played softball last night for work, and I can barely walk now.
Just don't die.
So because I had to run 3 times, so it's bad. And God, the people at my work take softball so seriously. I don't know if anyone's ever played in a work softball league.
Yeah,
I don't know if this is normal, but these guys are treating it like they're trying to make it in the majors. Like they're playing on Dan's Road to the Show, and they're just waiting to be called up to the Cubs.
Well, let me tell you my experience with our softball league at my work. So I did it years back, and if you missed we had practice 2 times a week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you missed one practice, you were benched. So you had to make both practices for the entire week, and if you missed, then you were benched.
Yeah, I played 1 year and just got hammered. So I was permanently on the bench all the time. That's when I drank. So, I don't do that anymore, drinking. But I was not good at softball either. So I had no reason to be there except for booze. That's what I thought it all was about, though. I was like, okay, we just get together and like bullshit and drink, right? That's the whole fucking point, right? This isn't serious. But yeah, people get fucking serious. I had a friend that used to tell me about it all the time. He's like, yeah, I fucking benched these guys, tell them that they weren't pulling their weight. I was like, you don't win any money. In fact, you have to probably pay money.
Yes.
Just to be on the damn team.
Yeah.
And then, like, who gives a shit? It's fucking softball, man. Calling up. Yeah, you get to play for the fucking T-Bones here in Kansas City. The fucking minus AAA team.
Minus AAA. I'm trying to pull up the Switch deal, so keep ranting about softball.
Yeah, work sports are so dangerous too. Do you get workman's comp if you get injured while you're on a work sport?
No, I had to sign a waiver that said if I got injured playing softball, I couldn't take work off.
Oh man, see,
Rocket League's on sale.
That's bogus.
You better get that before Epic makes it fucking exclusive.
Well, it is. Didn't you hear that? Later this year, they're taking it off of Steam.
Did they? I heard they never made that decision yet.
No, it's happening.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
God, that's gonna piss so many people off.
I know, and
it's go suck a dick.
It's still going to be on sale on your PC. It's just you can't get it on Steam.
Yeah, you won't be able to buy it, but you can still play it if you had it on Steam.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, who gives a shit? Then
yeah, and everybody has Rocket League by now, so it's not really like you're affecting too many people.
No.
Dan, I know you're a big fan of turn-based strategy JRPGs. Disgaea 5 is on sale on Switch.
What is it?
Disgaea 5.
No.
If you want to play as a cute anime kid that's also a part demon that's trying to save the world from the angels.
I have Tales from Vesperia, which is kind of a turn-based JRPG or Chronicle. What is it? Tales? No, it's Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that game. I like that game. It's actually pretty cool.
Way different though.
Totally different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Have you guys played Final Fantasy 14?
Not in a long time.
I'm a little. So here's the thing. I played it on PS4 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just so disappointed that they haven't brought it to Xbox. Like it's on PC, it's on PS4, but it's not on Xbox. I'm like, oh, because I would much rather.
Never played it.
You never played it? Really?
Nope.
I mean, now that I have a gaming PC, I guess it doesn't really matter because I could just play it on PC. But I don't know.
And Switch games cost way too much money.
Yeah, they do.
It's unbelievable.
They hold their value.
Their first party stuff is like it's never on sale, ever.
But even there's like third party stuff. It's on sale and it's $15 more than it's on PS4. You know?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It is bullshit. All right, I think we're about done. Do we have anything else to bring up?
Nope.
I'm trying to look at Switch sales and I'm just getting mad.
Don't get mad.
Pizza parking.
I got rid of my Switch and I vowed to not get another Switch.
That's crazy.
I like my Switch. I enjoy it. I played Hollow Knight the first time completely through on the Switch.
I just have big hands and the right joystick pisses me off.
Yeah,
like
I would
play
imagine
it in handheld.
Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass. I do not have big hands, so it doesn't bother me. If my hands were any bigger, though, I feel like it would be a nightmare to play this thing.
Yeah, just the way that they have that joystick so low, it's just really awkward the way that they made it. Or at least give you an option to put another controller on that side that has a higher joystick or something, you know?
Yeah, and doesn't cost $75. Good God, Nintendo. Awesome P is on sale on Switch. If you want to check out my review, go to the PlayStationBros.com and check out the Awesome P review.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that game.
Nice.
But it's not worth more than like $2, and it is on sale for $4.99.
Nice.
Anyway, I think we're about ready to wrap it up.
Nice.
Yeah,
I've vented enough.
Gotta get back to Hollow Knight. Dan's gotta get his blood pressure down from talking about Xbox Fanfest and cashews.
Freakers.
And freakers.
Yeah, stupid freakers.
So, Dan, are you just gonna keep playing Days Gone through the rest of the week?
I'm gonna finish it. So as soon as that's done, I'll probably jump over and try World War Z since I bought it.
Yes.
And then
do you have it on PC or on PS4 or Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay.
And
we need to play it.
I'm down, man.
Van, do you have it on Xbox?
Yeah, I got it.
No, but Van.
Yeah.
Van with a V. You have it on Xbox because I know you've turned into a PC nerd.
Yeah, I still have everything PS4, Xbox, PC, but
now you're master race.
The only thing I've played on PC really is Wreckfest, which is really good. I can't wait until that game comes out to console. And The Division. Those are really the only two games I've played on the PC. Yeah, Wreckfest is a lot of fun.
You played Division, and then you immediately turned into the guy who was like, "Oh, it looks so gross on Xbox now."
You know what's funny is like I don't really care about the graphic side of it as much, but dude, the mouse just it makes it so much freaking easier to aim.
I bet load times are so much better.
No, they're not. The load times are and I have a Samsung 970 Evo NVMe drive, and the load times aren't any faster.
Huh. Well,
it might be just a PC thing that they haven't optimized, but it's not any faster. So, but I tell you, the mouse, that makes a huge difference. Like you can do entire areas in twice the speed as you can on Xbox because of just how fast you can kill enemies. It's insane.
Yeah, I actually have a pretty good PC. I could play a lot of stuff on it, but my house is very, very small. We have a very, very big yard and a tiny house, which is ideal for most things, but not for PC gaming because I can't have a good PC setup. So that ruins everything. But well, because I literally don't have room for a PC, like a computer desk.
Oh, and I'm not a big fan of the keyboard thing. I I prefer the feel of a controller, but after playing the Division with a mouse, it just is ridiculous.
PC Master Race, baby.
No, the keyboard sucks. Give me a left controller. Give me the other half of the controller on my left hand, and I'll use a mouse for the right hand.
How would that even work?
I don't know, but
why hasn't anybody done that?
I would totally. Yeah, if they just split the controller in half and let me have that in my hand, and then the right hand, the mouse, I would totally go for that.
Why hasn't anyone done that?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, final thoughts. How do you guys feel about Randy Pitchford?
Piece of shit.
Okay, Van.
Funny bitch.
Yeah, I didn't really like him before, and I really don't like him now.
I don't like you.
It's fair. I didn't dislike him before, so
I followed him but that was more because of the memes.
I mean, I definitely thought he was a weirdo, but then it turned into like creepy, gross dude very fast. So, all right, we're done. Let's go play games. Van, where can people find you?
In a van down by the river.
Nice.
I love that line. This is the best line in history. No, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. Midlife Crisis. Crisis is spelled like the game, not like the actual crisis. Yeah. And then on Xbox or PlayStation at Butcher Van. And yeah. My game libraries are public, but they're not always updated because I have more than those accounts that I can't really show.
Oh. Wow. Somebody got in with the insider.
I know, right? No, people, I just want to come out with this because people always come up to me and they go, or not come up to me, but ask me. They're like, so you say you played this game, but it's not on your history. So how do you think you know about this game? Oh, it's because I have more than one account. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's
I said,
annoying.
Yeah, like most hardcore gamers, they probably have more than one account. I was like, just don't worry about it. I was like, that's the account I want you to see.
Yeah. I have another account where I play all of my anime porn games. Yeah, got it.
Exactly.
I have one of those too. Got it. Cool.
Yeah, you gotta be a creep on another account. You can't be on a creep on your main account.
Yeah, you got to go all Randy Pitchford on a private account.
Yeah, exactly.
Dan, you got anything you want to plug?
So I got a new video for all you PlayStation guys and gals. If you want to come and check out the Astro C40 TR controller from Astro Gaming and the sweet ass zipper that comes with it, I got a video. Check out Season Gaming on Twitter and or seasongaming.com. Should be up there. Spoiler alert, you have to watch the video. That's my spoiler. Is it worth $200? I don't know.
You'll find out in the video.
Find out possibly in the video. I don't hate it. So
ooh, yeah. You're pulling that fishing line out there and waiting for the hook.
Woo! Yeah, we're gonna put some pretty badass clickbait on there. I don't know what it's gonna say.
I suggest everybody watch it. I haven't seen it yet because I'm a bad friend, but I will watch it as soon as this is over. But I've heard that it is very fantastic. And in typical Dan fashion, I can't wait to see it. I also really want to see the outtakes because I know that your outtakes, I haven't seen outtakes for this video, but I saw outtakes from your last video and it's my favorite shit. It's just Dan like, okay, so I'm going to be talking about fuck. And then I was playing the fuck. Like it's just
these ones were worse because I got through like a large chunk of it. It's like a 14-minute video, maybe 12 minutes. I can't remember what it was, but I did one prior to this, but it was like 20 minutes long, and so I had to cut a bunch of stuff out because I was like, this is way too long. But like the stuff in this one, I have to find it and edit it out because there are several takes, especially of when I'm actually doing stuff with the controller, that where I was like 6 minutes in. I'm like, fuck, I could have just stopped. But I was like, man, this sounds stupid. What an idiot. God, you're such a moron. You know, it's stuff like that. I have to find all that shit. I didn't give that stuff to Ains. But
I need to see it.
Yeah, I might have to get it for you guys.
If I'm going to plug anything, I'm going to also plug my other podcast, Boy Meets Girl Meets Boy Meets World. It's been doing very well lately. We got new artwork, we got a new theme song, we got a new outro theme song, and we've had a lot of positive feedback. I'm really happy with the response we're getting. So go check it out if you like Boy Meets World at all. If you've ever seen an episode of Boy Meets World, go watch it or listen to it. If you haven't seen Boy Meets World, by the way, this would be a good place to ask this because I certainly can't ask it on that show. If you haven't seen Boy Meets World, message me because I want to do an episode with somebody who's never seen an episode of Boy Meets World and have them watch an episode with us. So
I've never seen that fucking show.
You've never
seen Boy Meets World?
I've seen like bits and pieces. I know who Topanga is, but that's all I know. That's mostly from my wife who loves the show, watches it all the fucking time. And she still goes back. She'll go back and watch like all these episodes of that show. You know what she's on now? Turkish shows. Like Turkish, like drama.
Is she trying to learn how to cook or
no? Like I will come downstairs and there will be a Turkish, like people speaking Turkish, and with like subtitles, and you just hear her cracking up.
Maybe she's doing the whole. Maybe she's doing the whole watching it because there's someone hot in there. Because you know, like you ever seen those?
In there
well,
for sure.
You ever seen like people watching the Spanish channels and stuff because they've just got a bunch of the hot chicks on it, but they can't understand anything they're saying?
No, I don't think that's it. I think she really generally enjoys it. Like she's like, I know some words now, but like most of it's like captions and subtitles and stuff. So
has she just run out of American shows? Maybe
I guess, yeah. But she does love that show. I've never actually sat through a whole episode of Boy Meets World Meets Girl, so I have no idea. I know there's a guy named Corey, and there's Topanga, and then there's a principal guy, Stevie. His name?
Feeny.
I knew it was something Edie.
All right. So, this might have to happen. I might need to steal you for another night of podcasting in the next few weeks or months.
Thanks for watching the episode though.
Stevie.
I'm seriously, I've never sat down and watched one.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that might be the thing then. I guess I don't need to wait for someone to respond to me.
Do I have to watch all of them or just like one episode?
No, God, no. Just
like right in the middle, just jump in.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm down. Let's see what happens.
I'll talk to Tanya and see what she thinks. We had talked about it just in passing like a week or two ago.
Sure.
All right. This has been the gluten-free episode with so much gluten of Third Wheel Arcade.
Cashews.
So many cashews, so much Randy Pitchford grossness, Sonic the Hedgehog weirdness, and a lot of people bitching about being entitled to Xbox Fanfest of all things. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week.
See ya.